Riotminds presents an award-winning role-playing game, Trudvang Chronicles. There are many tales and sagas about Trudvang. Many songs about the fallen heroes. Based on the Norse and Celtic myths and legends, Riotminds present a world of endless adventures. Draw your sword, call upon the gods, weave your magic.
All right. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to another stream. So it's 1:04. That's pretty okay, I think. I just made some coffee. Magne wants to change his name. Pixie is sick. Ryan is Ryan. Loki has no webcam. So everything is awesome. So welcome. This is session 4. Yeah, right? Session 4 of group 2 that still doesn't have a name. I hope we can change that at some point. Have you guys thought about any names for the group?
The Church of Magne, or the Apostles of Magne.
Apostles
No,
of Magne.
never. Never.
Oh, that was the Cult of Three.
But you're 4.
How about
Right.
the Apostles and Magne?
Good work.
No, please.
So let's start like always and just go through our characters a little bit, and then tell our people here what happened last time. So Polka, who are you playing? Who are you?
Shouldn't Ryan go first?
Nope, because you're the first on my screen.
Okay. I'm Polka here. I'm playing the character Magne Haumundsson, who's was supposed to be a priest, became a Vitner weaver, and then turned out he actually had some talents for dim walking, that is holy magic. So he's a magician and a priest, but it doesn't really think he should be a priest because he thinks his magic is unholy and therefore bad. And he's a bit of a conflicted character that way.
Right. So he's very much a believer, but he kind of thought that he himself was like a, what do you call it? Like a blasphemer, right?
Yeah.
Because of your magic. And for some magical and mystical reason, you kind of awoken your latent dim walker abilities last session, actually. Right?
Yeah. In that time of great need.
In that time of great need, when you had like 3 BP left or something like that.
Yes.
Loki slapped you.
Yes, exactly. That was the whole reason that he got all of that damage from. Yes,
of course. And I mean, out of the game, the main reason for that was, of course, that Ryan. No, not Ryan. Morten left, right? Our 5th player.
Yeah.
Had to leave because of work schedule and this kind of thing. So and he was the party Dimwalker with all the healing magic. And suddenly you guys were like 2 Vitner Weavers and some random people that couldn't do anything about it, and you would have died pretty soon, because Trudvang is a very harsh world. Okay, so Pixie, the sick man Pixie.
So I'm playing Korbli. Korbli is just like Magne. Korbli is a Vitner Weaver, a magician. But there's no whole things about this elf. So yeah.
Right, you're
this is a
elf.
Huh? What did you say?
Korpikalli elf, right?
Yeah, I'm a Korpikalli elf. We shunned the gods ages ago.
Yeah.
At least we that's what we tell each other, I guess.
Right. The kind of the wood elf or the dark elves, you could say.
Yeah.
A little bit wilder elves. Coming from, I guess you come from Copper Woods in Eidland, where this adventure takes place.
Yeah, I was thrown out of the Copper Woods after killing someone.
Right. Oh, you killed somebody then, huh?
Yeah, I killed somebody by raising them as a skeleton. Raising someone else as a skeleton. So
you stole their life power, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Whoops.
Hello, Ryan. What happened with all the bottles?
There are no bottles.
Oh, it was just Inception or something, I guess. Of Inception. So, who are you playing, Ryan?
So I play Bodgeir. He's a traveling blacksmith from the Stormlands, and he grew up here, learned the ways, picked up, became an apprentice, learned some skills, travels around. That's kind of him, really. He's not magical. He's not from a foreign land. He's just a guy, But then started this adventure, and then somehow he lost half his willpower and gained twice his strength. Magic. Who knows?
Oh, and that could have had something to do with our friend Morten leaving the party as well. So when Morten left before last session, I let everybody change up their characters a little bit just to kind of compensate. And for some reason, Ryan thought that Bodgeir needed more strength to compensate for Morten's not being here and being a Dimwalker. So, yeah, that makes sense.
We need to deal more damage now,
That's true.
Need more health.
That's true. All right. Okay, we have Loki as well. Hello, Loki.
Hey.
How's it going with the webcam?
Still not looking for one because, I have problems at work. I'm really not thinking about that, sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. So who are you playing, Loki?
So I'm playing Sulvig, whose nickname is Viggy, who's become somehow the guardian of Magne, right? Since Magne had a near-death experience and got the fool slapped out of him, he believes God is watching over him, but Viggy knows that he's watching over him, not God. So he has to protect Magne.
Right. So both Loki's character Vic and the Polka's character Magne are both from Westmark in the west. Both are Viranns. But the big difference, I guess, is that the Vig is an atheist, right? He doesn't believe in the one true God, Gabe.
There is no God.
Right. So when Magne had his awakening, that might have been a little bit weird for Vig, I guess.
Well, Viggy always knew that Magne was kind of weird in his way.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's just one of his many nonsense, right?
That's true. All right. So, who wants to tell us what happened last time?
No one, apparently.
Well, last time we finally made it to Barefield and delivered the goods. But they had Magnus, I believe.
Magne.
Magne.
Yeah.
He had a request for us because trolls had kidnapped his daughter. So thus, we spent a lot of time shopping and then ran away in the direction we thought. But yeah, and now we're in front of this ravine.
Right. That's exactly right. Good work.
Not much happened.
Yeah, I mean, there was not much of. I don't think we had any combat or anything like that, right? Last time, just talking.
Technically, there was the slap.
And the slapping people and healing up and shopping a little bit. It was kind of like an in-between adventure, you could say.
Yep.
So, all right. So, anything else anybody want to add before we start?
Well, apparently we skipped so many plot points that we're gonna stumble into random important information that we're not aware of, right?
Might happen. We'll see.
Might happen.
Who knows? Who knows what will happen next? All you know is that tracks are leading into this dark ravine. So, last time I kind of described the ravine, but I can do that again. So the walls of this ravine are quite smooth. It looks almost like somebody cut through butter with a knife thousands of years ago. And it's a kind of slightly angled to the west. So very rarely any sun comes down here, and it's kind of constantly dark in here. And the tracks clearly lead straight into the ravine. And it's kind of it's not a very big mountain, but it's quite like a medium-sized mountain range here, so it would take quite a long time to go around. So what do you want to do?
Do the tracks really lead into the ravine?
Mm-hmm. As far as you can tell. Of course, it gets dark quite quickly, so...
I am not speaking to the GM, I am speaking in character.
Oh, sorry.
I'm leaning towards the person who's presumably keeping the tracks. Like, do the tracks really lead straight into the ravine?
Well, I don't remember who was tracking. It's
Probably
me, right?
since you're the rogue, right?
I think so.
I think you did. I think you were the one that actually managed to do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess the tracks go here. And then, I mean, if we wanted to guess at where trolls would be, I mean, this nice crack in the rock would be a nice place to find trolls in, right?
Suppose we gotta go in the hole then, guys.
Alrighty, Dodo is not gonna say herself.
Should we make a light or something? I don't think we're going to be able to see.
Yeah,
very
I can't
far.
see in the dark, so
Well, we're sure gonna smell them.
I can't use smell to see either.
So you all have camp kits, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Should probably have like a
Torches?
yeah, something like that, right?
Okay, so everyone who can't fight, bring a torch.
And it's just about 1 meter wide, so you can only go pretty much one in a row in here. So you have to decide who goes first as well.
I guess I'll go first because I got a shield.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a nice shield now.
I got a big one.
All right.
Can I use my new spear from the back of the shieldman? Is that possible? Or is it too narrow?
What do you want to do, you said? Sorry?
Well, so I've got this big spear that I took from the farm, and I was wondering whether the crack was large enough to use it from behind the shield.
You got one of those broad spears, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the way that I do weapons in this game, since they all pretty much have the same damage, right? And pretty much the same stats. I am going to let you use them in different, unique ways. So, like the spear, for example, you would be able to be behind somebody and still hit somebody in front of the one person in front of you, right? If it's a long sword.
Yeah.
That would make sense, I think. Maybe with some disadvantage. Maybe a -5 or something on the hit if you stand behind somebody, but I would definitely let you do that. Or like the axes would have better damage against wooden targets like shields, trees, and this kind of thing. Maces and blunt weapons would have more damage against like plate armor, heavy armor kind of thing. And that's kind of, I will let you kind of explore, and it would be kind of logical, I think. So you can kind of figure that out. Kind of.
I guess I'll go third with the torch in that case.
All right, sure, sounds good. I'm just gonna go up to.
We could be the Three Musketeers and Magne.
Okay. By the way, Arne is here. Our friend is in the chat now. He said my volume is a little bit low. Is it better now? Can you hear me well? Can you guys hear me well, by the way?
We hear you perfectly.
All right. Then it's fine. That's the most important thing. All right. Okay. So Korbli, I guess you light a torch and go in the middle, and Magne in the back. You slowly make your way forward, and as you come like about 20-30 meters into the ravine, it kind of opens up a little bit, and in the torchlight in front of you, about 3 meters above ground, there's a ledge, and on the ledge you can see these kind of like milky white shining eyes. And it's not only one pair, it seems to be quite a lot of pairs of these eyes. They're quite small. And they seem to be following you guys as you walk kind of underneath. And the ledge is like on the left side of the path. And the actual path like goes next to it. So it's kind of an opening here, a little bit more space. And there's some kind of creature up there.
So Figgy would look at the two wizards in the back and say, do any of you guys know who those crappy guys are?
You're still a little bit too far away to see them clearly in the torchlight, though.
But we can see that there's something over there.
You've seen their like milky white, like it kind of looks like misty eyes that kind of shine.
Throw the torch at him. Get another torch.
If Korbli wants to find another torch, he needs to check if he has an extra torch in his camp gear.
Yeah, I won't throw my torch either way.
Well, if you want to scare them away, we can shoot. Oh, we don't need to lose the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could set them on fire.
But what if there's like a bog down the ravine with gases and stuff?
Well, it's best to do it now.
Do
Otherwise,
you
we're going
know-
to explode. It's here anyway.
Do you even know what that is? I mean, why
Let's-
would you attack them?
Let's see if we can pass without agitating them.
Yeah.
Right, but letting a bunch of weird creatures.
GM,
Mm-hmm.
where were those eyes again? They were the
the-
side or
On the left side of the path, it's kind of overlooking the path. So you would
How
have
about
to
this?
go underneath them to pass them.
Let's throw a ration, and they will be busy feeding on it. Some jerky, maybe.
I don't understand what I'm looking at. Is this
That's not me painting.
okay?
That's someone else visualizing this very beautifully.
Okay.
Sorry.
Beautiful. Who is painting?
It's up on a ledge.
That's right.
Okay. Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm dumb.
It's kind of abstract.
I think I'm gonna put out there some jerky and throw it up there.
You want to throw some jerky up there?
Yep.
Okay. So grab one of your rations then, I guess, off your sheet, and make a. Let's see here. What can we use for throwing? I mean, you have the throwing weapon skill. So,
do I have a weapon skill? No, I don't.
I mean, one of us could throw it.
Yeah. Maybe somebody that knows how to throw should throw it. That's just my humble opinion.
I've got 14.
Oh yeah, I'll just hand it to just pass it forward. Just throw it up there.
Okay.
There you go. That's less than 14.
Yeah. So you very nicely kind of underhanded lob one of the rations up there, and you see all of these eyes kind of move away from it first, and then they slowly start to move towards it. You can hear this kind of sniffing sound from up there, and you hear some kind of they start talking with each other, like. Does anybody speak Bastumal, the language of the trolls and the beasts?
No, not me.
That sounds like a great thing to know, though.
Mm-hmm.
So
they seem to get over their fear of whatever you guys threw up, and you can kind of see a little bit better now when they come a little bit closer. They are these kind of 1 meter tall creatures. They kind of look like you imagine a troll would look, but a little bit different. And they seem to have a very prominent nose, like big noses. They have big ears. They kind of slope down. They look kind of rough, but they do seem pretty well equipped for being what you guess a kind of troll kind, right?
Master Frodo.
I'm gonna as I wanna try and cast a spell.
Okay.
Let's see here. It's -2 duration. I want to add. Let's add in that for 8. Yeah, okay, 8. DC, and my DC will then be.
What even is the spell first?
Understanding speech. But I'm gonna cast it silently. I'm just sorry. Just double checking my 18, 16, yes, 17, yes, okay, yeah. So I'll just pay. Oh no, 8 points. So /R 1d20 less than 17.
At least there's no math in this game. Okay, so you cast you understand Bastiumal.
Yes.
Okay, and you succeed. So how does the spell appear?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. This is very subtle magic.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you kind of see Magne getting constipated, and then something just kind of clicks into place, and you can suddenly understand what these creatures are saying. So the one that went to the food first, he has a very big nose, a little bit bigger than the rest of the other ones, and he says, "Oh, it seems to be some kind of food. That's nice of them. We should say thank you to them or something." and then he grabs the food and like takes a chunk out of it, and he kind of looks at you guys. Hey, human, you have some more of this? We're many people here, you know. There are many of us.
And hello, I say, and with the spell set up as it is, they will be able to understand me.
Well, as you say hello in Bastiumal, they kind of huddle together. They kind of look at each other and like, he can speak. He can speak. And they kind of all get a little bit closer to the ledge, and you can see them even clearly now. And you can see that behind them on the wall is some kind of carvings. And if you look a little bit closer, it seems to be some kind of depictions of like trolls and whatever these guys are. And they all have very prominent noses. And
that's a big thing for their pictographics. They like drawing heads with big noses and everything.
Right. It's very crude drawings, but there's some runes as well written there that you don't really recognize. And there's like a cave entrance behind them as well, where they probably live.
Could I roll the monster lore check to find out what these are?
Of course.
I would also like to roll that as well now that I see them more clearly.
Clearly chipmunks. So many chipmunks.
My monster lore is 10.
While everyone is talking, can I roll hiding in shadows to hide in a corner?
Sure. You get a plus 5 on hiding in shadows because it's so dark. Okay. So Korbli reckon that these are probably forest trolls. And you kind of loudly proclaim this. Oh, that must be forest trolls, you say. But Magne doesn't really think so. You think these are probably goblins.
No, I think these are goblins.
Goblins?
Yeah.
That tall goblins? No, forest trolls.
I've seen a lot of depictions of forest trolls. I think I would recognize them. But hello. I turn back up to them.
Oh, hello. You got some more food for us?
Yes.
Oh, bring it up here.
But we want answers to some questions first.
Questions? What questions? We didn't ask any questions.
No, we have questions. We are looking for answers.
Okay.
If you have answers for us, then we will give you food.
Aha. I like this. Okay. You ask questions. We get food.
Okay. Trolls. Big trolls.
Ooh, with big nose?
Small, yeah, big nose. And
small
girl. Small human girl.
Human girl. Okay.
Have you seen any trolls with a human girl?
So the big-nosed one, he kind of looks back to one of the smaller ones, and it says, but have you seen anybody? But yes. 3 big noses, 1 small nose. Maybe 5 hours ago. He seemed very good at telling time. This little guy, for some reason. But yeah, they pretty much say that the trolls and the girl went past here about 5 hours ago.
Okay, thank you.
Food.
And yes, food. And I will hand it over to Bodgeir or whoever it was that threw the food before. Threw this up to them. They let me know that the girl are through here with the trolls. Oh wait, one more question. Was the small nose okay, or was the small nose hurt?
It's okay.
Okay, good. It wasn't bleeding. It wasn't crying.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay, throw the food.
I fucked it up.
You kind of throw it too far. So
If I wasn't injured, I'd have made it.
It kind of goes into the cavern behind them, and they all run towards it and start grabbing at it. And
quick question.
yes.
How does the spell work? Can we understand what Magne says? Or
Actually, fun thing here. You have been hearing me speaking Vrok to them, and they have been speaking their nonsense language, Bastermol, towards me, but they have still been understanding me.
Oh,
right,
that's really nice.
So we just hear small nose.
Yeah, pretty much.
How do you understand cave?
It's very strange, but
You speak cave?
I mean, it's very simple if you know how to talk to them. I think they understood a little bit of rock, but I just spoke simply to them and listened back to what they were saying. I know a little bit of I'm not good with speaking it, but it's easy if you are careful. Mana is totally bullshitting this.
can I throw an intelligence?
Hey, I mean,
Let's get going. They said that the trolls were through here 5 hours ago, and I assume by morning or something. But yeah, but whatever time period it was. So we should hurry.
I think they're gonna stab us in the back.
I don't think so. They seemed happy about the food. So
Won't
but
they
let's
want
go
more
before
food?
No, they are happy right now. Let's go though before they ask for more.
Okay.
Quick question, GM. What would be the DC on the intelligence check to know whether we understand that he's bullshitting us?
Well, actually, if you want to,
I'm not even gonna roll because
I mean, if Mana is bullshitting you guys, Mana should probably use entertainment libel or maybe silver tongue on the language to bullshit you guys to begin with. So maybe we should roll that for Mana. Maybe silver tongue or whatever is higher.
Language. Silver tongue. I have nothing in silver tongue, but I have some in language.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will. It's just a fairly low DC though, so it's
Yay.
Yeah.
4.
You all believe him.
Sounds fairly believable. It's just goblins. They're fairly easy to deal with. Anyway.
I wonder if you should have asked them about, how many trolls there are.
They said there were three trolls.
although I don't.
I mean in the hideout. Or wherever they're taking it.
I don't think they would know that though.
Well, we better leave.
Yeah.
Or I guess we just press on forwards then.
So much no other place to go right now. I managed to close down the adventure. I'm just opening it up again. Okay, here we are. Okay. All right. So after about 20 minutes, you get out on the other side of the ravine, finally out in the fresh air again. On this side, the forest is even more kind of dark and grimy than before. Like there's moss covering everything. It's a lot of rotten logs of wood lying on the ground, and this forest is mostly spruce trees and pine trees. A lot of trees with needles instead of leaves, and it's still raining a little bit. If you remember, it's kind of drizzling a little bit still, even on this side. And there's a little path moving forward that the track seems to be following. So I guess you move on the path?
Yeah.
Careful.
Okay. If you guys want to do anything specific, you can just tell me. Otherwise, I will kind of presume that you just continue on the path. Right?
I don't do anything specific.
Right. So after a few more hours going through this kind of needly forest, the rain doesn't seem to stop at all. It just continues. It doesn't get worse, but it kind of just continues. And it's not a very pleasant walk for you guys. It's around... what time was it when we stopped last time?
It was late night. That's why we were like almost about to camp on the top of the.
Oh, really? It was?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's say that we.
I think it was like midday or something when you arrived there.
Yeah, I think too. We stopped because we were running out of time, of the actual session.
Yeah.
It wasn't because it was night or anything.
Right. So at this point, it's afternoon. It's not starting really to get dark yet, but it's getting there. And I want you all to do some perception checks. So to a DC 10 plus minus of perception.
My perception was 0, I think. Yeah, okay, so...
I need to fix some stuff here. Oh yeah, this next map that we're going to use, the players don't see this right now, but this is something...
Oh. Oh god, we all fail.
You all failed?
It's not my fault this time!
None of us are good at perceiving. We'd all be 10 except for Vig with 11 if it wasn't for the fact I'm injured. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit hurt.
Just give me a sec. I'm just gonna set some stuff up here. I kind of forgot to set this up before. So nobody succeeded, huh?
Nobody succeeded.
They were pretty much clueless. But that's okay, because that gives me time to fix some stuff while you're going around clueless.
We're gonna die again.
We're pretty good at not knowing what's going on and then getting facts.
Yep. We blunder into things and then we die.
We walk into an acid pit in the middle of the living room.
Yeah, basically.
Wasn't even under a rug.
Maybe our group's name should be like the Stumblers. Stumble into shit.
The mighty Stumblers. Okay, so I'm ready. So since you didn't really notice anything, you kind of walk around the bend, and ahead of you, you see two backs. So you can put your guys down in the southern part of this. Yeah, over there, not there, southern part. So let me explain to you guys what you see. So as you get a bit closer to this campsite, you kind of smell the smell of burning flesh. It's filling the air around you. And as you turn around the bend, you hear a rumbling laughter, and a little giggling sound following it. Further down the road, you see two trolls with the backs turned to you guys. One is about 1.5 times a human size, pretty much, quite big, and the other one is no bigger than a dog. And they are standing in front of a big bonfire, and there seems to be some kind of smaller human-like character roasting on top of the fire on a spit. The bigger one, it's a kind of grayish looking, and the little one is a little bit more greenish in his hue. So they haven't noticed you guys yet, so you have a chance to do something now if you want.
Okay, well, you should definitely hide in a bush and I'll distract them, and then you grab the cooking girl. That's kind of a problem. If we bring back a cooked girl, he probably won't like us.
But I assume we're whispering. But
Nah, of course.
Where are the other two?
I thought, well, there's two there. It was three, right?
Yeah, three big trolls. That's one big
Three
and
big-
one small troll.
Ah,
They said that the goblins said 3 big trolls.
And the girl.
Yeah.
I hope they're not eating one of the trolls and the girl.
troll wouldn't eat a troll, would they?
You
I
never
don't
know.
know.
You can
Question
do
for the
a
GMs:
race.
Can I roll for lore to know if trolls eat all the trolls and stuff?
Of course, roll for it.
Thank you. And that should be a.
Oh.
I mean, it's a pretty common piece of lore about trolls eating people, but I don't know if that's something that's accurate for Trudvang, so I don't know. But
Oh, you didn't succeed, huh? Yeah, like you know that the trolls eat all kinds of creatures, but you're not really sure if they eat each other.
Okay.
Something researched.
How big is the person that's being roasted? Does it roughly look like the shape of a girl?
Yeah, it's roughly human-sized. I mean, a small human and human-shaped. You can't really tell too much more from here.
Well, if that's the girl being roasted, I mean, our mission is finished. I mean, we're not gonna bring her back, right?
Let's just go home.
Maybe this different troll.
But if it isn't, then
your
Maybe it's a
characters seem-
different.
Your characters seem pretty big.
We need to check where the other trolls are, if they are anywhere else.
Don't
okay,
you?
can I hide?
And Mana's gonna look behind him and like make sure that there are no big other trolls, because he's looking for those other 2 big trolls, and he's very confused about the smaller troll because the goblin said 3 big.
I say, fuck it. There's some person cooking. We can stop them cooking them if we
That
just
person's
grab them.
already dead. What's the point?
They're probably cooking them alive.
But they would be screaming.
Maybe they're
And-
unconscious.
It's in a spit. How the fuck would you be alive on a spit?
It's like tied to it.
Yeah.
In any case, I think the question is academic at this point, because the person, if they were alive when we arrived, have probably expired because we've been whispering all this time. So I think the question is moot.
I think they would be screaming.
We can stop them from eating the next person.
Yeah.
And we don't
Alright.
want these following our tracks.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
We got the surprise. Come
I
on.
want to get closer. I want to go into the bush there.
I'll
Okay.
distract him. You do a sneak attack.
So
yeah,
roll for sneak then.
All right. No bonus.
No.
Okay. Then blah blah blah. That's 10. Success.
Okay. Yeah, move into the wherever position you'd like.
Okay, so I wanted to get into that bush and take a better look at what's cooking
Okay.
and see.
Do a perception check then. So DC 10 plus minus your perception.
Yeah. Oh crap.
It's definitely the girl on the spit. You're pretty much sure at this point.
Okay, all right. Well, mission's over, I guess.
What do I least bring back the remains?
So I come back to the team and I say, all right, that seems to be the girl. I mean, that's over. Maybe
Well,
we
he'll
should-
want revenge.
Oh.
We'll give it to him.
I don't think he's gonna pay us. to kill the
We already took armor and stuff. It's fine. Like, come on, let's just kill them at least. You know,
All right, well, you go for those rolls then. I'll do a flank attack.
Yeah, we need to get revenge for the girl. Go in and fight, my brave soldiers.
I go into my bush and I wait for the fighter to do a front attack.
7 meters. Okay. So is it 1 per 2 or 2 per 1?
I
forget.
1 meter per 1 box.
Well, in that case, I can.
By the way, Polka, would you mind removing your mana and Vitner points bars so we can see each other?
Oh, sorry, I will. Or I could just move my character.
Because we don't really need to know that, right? That's just something you need to know yourselves.
Yeah,
actually, even the health bar is not really you.
I just want to try to keep track of that, but fine.
Keep track of it on your paper.
Well, anyway, I guess I'm gonna like charge so that he can get. I suppose I should charge the little one to get them out of the way first. So then it's just 1.
Do that.
Okay, so I don't know how we're gonna do this in terms of initiative or anything, but depending on where he's going, if he goes to them, I would try to move and flank them. And if they come to him, then I will stay where I am.
I mean, got a surprise, right? I'm pretty sure I can have a surprise, so that's
okay. Then
we get a turn.
I will try to go around.
So then I can use. So should I be using combat points from this point, or just from like when a battle like starts?
Yeah, if you want to move and attack in the same round, you need to use combat points to do that.
Okay, so that's 7, and that leaves me.
That's 14 points.
14 combat.
That's what you asked, right? Oh, yeah. I mean, there's 2 points per 1 meter.
Okay, 2 points per 1. Well then.
Well, I can move 2 meters around in that case.
In that case, what I will do.
When you get closer, do a. Well, okay, you don't get closer.
Well, I mean, it's just if I move, that's all my points. If it's 14, I can't really. I don't have enough. But I could. I have another weapon that I could just throw.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I'll just throw my knife. Yeah. And that would be for 14. Might as well. Hey. So I throw my knife, at the little one.
All right.
And that's
so
1d10, I believe. Just 1d10, right?
And then over 10, right?
Does it explode?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Every weapon does.
And I plus my strength, right? Still?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Only melee.
Oh.
That's a good one. All right.
What a roll.
So you very, very nicely throws this dagger, and you kind of see it sailing through the air and kind of embedding itself in the little creature's left shoulder. And it stops its giggling as it hits and like, like it seemed more surprised than hurt though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who wants to go next?
So just to say what I'm gonna do, I'm waiting in the bush. I expect them to go to Bodgeir when they come to my. When they go in front of me, I will take that opportunity to bash one of them in the head.
You kind of want to suspend your action, right?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't rolled initiative, but that's basically what I want to do.
Okay.
Suspend and wait for a sneak attack then.
There are some specific rules about this kind of thing. Let's see here. There's like Mm. Oh, by the way, this is a surprise attack. So you all get plus 10 combat points to use.
Ah,
I could have said that before you threw your dagger, though. But that works.
well, if I spend... I mean, I guess I'll just move a little closer.
Sure.
And then I have like 6 left over to defend with, I guess, if they try and attack me.
Right. Do a perception roll when you get there.
Okay.
Could you please move closer to the bush so I can whack them on the heads?
There you go. That side. Still 9 because I'm injured.
Okay. Yeah. Can't really tell. The big one is kind of standing in the way. Okay. So who want to go next?
I'll try and use my bow if I can do that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's 8 meters. It's well within the minimum range thing. 10 plus 10 combat points. So that's
either yes. Okay, perfect. So which one do you hit? The small one or the big one?
I'll go for the small one.
Okay, so as the dagger plunges into his left shoulder, I mean, your arrow kind of hits him in the right shoulder just after that, and he seems very unhappy about this. So do some damage.
Okay, I will. I'll just just 19, and the damage is for a. This is a Tveibogi, which means it has a damage of. I don't know. What was that? It was, I think, because longbow was the.
Hunting bow is 10, then compound bow is 9, and then longbow is 8.
A longbow is 9 to 10, and then compound bow is 8 to 10.
Oh, 8 to 10. Cool.
Did you have
cool.
Did you get a compound bow?
Yeah, a Tveibogi compound bow.
That's right.
So that should then be a 10. D10. See here.
Here we go with the grits. Okay. The little troll almost falls down to the ground when these two for him, massive piece of metal hits him in the back almost simultaneously. He kind of stumbles forward a little bit, and he's definitely not giggling anymore. Okay, so by the way, if Vig wants to postpone initiative, you can get a +5 on initiative next round. If you just want to delay your action to later, of course now it's a surprise round, so it doesn't really matter, but in the future, if you want to delay your action, you can do that, but you will get a -5 on your SV.
Yeah, so I'm looking at these rules right now, and it feels fairly strange to me because the way I'm thinking about this is I'm just waiting in the bush to surprise attacks.
Exactly. So right now it doesn't matter since this is a surprise round, but in a normal situation and a normal round, that's how it would work. Okay. So
maybe Vig can have his surprise round next turn, but he remains hidden until the troll comes close enough, and then he'll have his surprise.
So pretty much what happens now is that he gets a postponed initiative. And since he's going to do a sneak attack, you don't need to use any CPs to do that. It's an automatic hit.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. But first we have both Magne and Korbli, right? You haven't done anything else. Well, Magne just hit with the arrow.
Yeah, I just fired a bow.
Korbli didn't do anything though.
Okay, so I think Korbli is gonna start casting magic, because what else would Korbli do?
Yeah, that's not thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast grip. For 6. 9. 9 points on the big one. I'm gonna geld it. I think it's called geld it. So that's the. I'm gonna chant really loudly.
Oh
Yep.
my!
Because I can do that, or I can do the one. I can't do the silent one. I didn't put points into that.
Right.
So that's 15. Apparently I pressed it. Let's just... Come on, not 18 or 19. 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be like Humble hasni, and as I do that, their skin is gonna be coarse and adhesive. Oh, hang on. This is not the spell I thought it was.
Okay.
Never mind. I will do the tripping with the exact same cost. Oop.
Sure.
For that was apparently an enchantment for like holding your weapon in your hand better.
Okay.
I was like, well, I'm gonna make them sticky. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trip the big one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do tripping on the big one for 9.
So how does it work?
The enchanted creature the enchanter makes a creature stumble and lose its balance. The victim of the spell must immediately make a skill roll for agility.
Okay.
With a -2.
Minus
No,
2.
yeah, -2.
Agility.
No, -1. Yeah.
Agility. Okay. Let's see. He doesn't succeed.
Yep. Success means the victim takes no notice of what happened. Failure means the victim tumbles to the ground.
Okay.
I hope it's into the fire pit.
Let's see. Right. Now he's on the ground. And did he fall into the fire pit? He did not. He managed to tumble to the side of it. So, all right, that's all of you guys, right?
Yep.
And I will bring out my initiative paper. So let's roll the initiative and decide what to do next, huh?
Character traits. Initiative. I'm not using that weapon. No. Total -1.
Oh, wow.
Eat it.
Oh, I rolled an exploding roll and still only got 5.
Oh, but you didn't actually explode it.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Okay,
Yeah. And then rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, balances out, you know.
That's sad. Okay, so
I guess I'm gonna open up more spells and see what more I can do.
let's see here. All right. And Bodgeir and Big, as you get a little closer, you can tell that they seem to be actually quite well equipped. Like
every
the little one, it actually wears some kind of crude leather armor on it, and the bigger one, the gray one, it also has some kind of leather armor, or even maybe metal reinforced leather armor. Very nice, actually. Not like nice, but for a troll, it's quite nice. And you see, like the arrow that Magne fired before, it didn't even seem to penetrate the leather armor of the little one. So maybe they're not as hurt as you think.
God damn it, so should have casted the offensive magic.
Maybe the GM realized that the trolls had armor on it. So actually, the trolls even have natural armor. I'm so happy you decided to attack these guys. Okay, is everyone ready?
But they were eating the girl, so obviously they are evil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
So 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
Nope.
The little one has 10 actually.
God damn it.
So as the dagger plunges into him and the arrow kind of sticks into his leather armor, this little one just starts screaming at the top of her lungs, turns around and sees Bodgeir, and it's gonna try to rush you. So let's see. Right. Let's see. How far is it? 3 meters. And right. Okay. It's gonna try to jump up on your shoulder. And let's see if we can do that. So let's see. It's under.
I mean, can I parry it?
You can try to avoid it if you have evasion or agility.
No, I have my sneak attack of opportunity, considering he's 1 square away from me.
Nah, I don't.
Let's see here. So, how much do you need?
Get the big one.
Okay, he managed to jump up on your shoulders.
Okay.
One. And he's just screaming. He's just screaming. And it looks totally crazy. It looks a little bit similar to the goblins that you met before, but this is clearly a troll. Not as nicely equipped at all. It has like a little dagger, and it just has a little sea axe pretty much.
Can I throw it off?
It's gonna try to stab you.
Can I parry that?
Yep, that you can parry.
Right.
Let's see if it actually has any points left to do that with. Yeah, it does. Okay, it's gonna try. And it doesn't hit you. But you now have a little.
I have a pet goblin, but it's actually a troll.
Yeah, little troll.
It's like a parrot.
If you want to know what kind of troll it is, you can do a race check.
Yeah, I have to roll that on a 1, so I'll skip.
Yeah, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Not 1. I can't. It's a dog. What? No. He thinks it's a cat. What a weirdo.
Nope.
You also think it's a dog.
Yeah.
This is clearly the goblin, not the forest troll.
Well, you don't know exactly what kind of troll it is, but it's not a goblin. It does have a big nose, though. And it's
Don't we all?
and they seem quite crazy.
Hey,
I see that it is
Mana
a
knows what it is.
forest troll, right? Because I just rolled a 5.
Yep, you see it's a forest troll.
Yeah, so you think it's a goblin this time, and you think it's actually
You roll the details.
flipped.
Yeah, it's definitely a forest troll. And you can tell because it has this kind of blue mud on its skin everywhere. You know that the forest trolls, they use this blue mud as a camouflage pretty much. It's a very unique mud that is only found deep in the forest in some specific pile, like puddles. And most forest trolls use this to cover their skin and stuff to stay out of sight. And they're very good at camouflage themselves in general.
Oh, wow.
Are they on forest trolls very afraid of magic? Yeah, I thought you said that earlier. That because grey trolls have all of the bad things from all the trolls, including the fear of magic from the forest trolls or something.
Let's see here. I have them in front of me. I'm just gonna take a look here what it says about that. I mean, off the bat, you know that they have the trait fearless, so they can't feel fear.
Oh,
That's why this little forest troll pretty much just straight up attacked you guys and jumped up on your shoulders. Doesn't fear for its life at all.
Well, now we have to make it feel fear. You've
All
got that torch, right?
right. So
Actually, don't do that. That's mean. Throw it in the fire instead. He's on me. I have perfect throwing opportunity. I'm going to throw him on my turn. He's going to get tossed.
Sure, to
yeah,
do that.
he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
He's gonna see if he can stick to your shoulders next turn as well. So okay. So that's 10. What about 9? 8.
8.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna do the damage spell on both of them for 4 turns.
Oh yeah. Are you doing this with your Sading or your Galding?
Gelding.
Okay, so you're gonna sing as a son now.
Oh.
See, it's 15 still. Yay, I did it. So they take 5. No, wait, they're supposed to do saves, right?
yeah, Constitution saving roll with a basic situation value of 6, unless you lower that.
I don't.
Right, so it's a Constitution 6 plus the Constitution, right?
Hmm.
So let's see the Constitution of the little one. There we go. Constitution. Nothing extra. Okay, 6.
I said 4 rounds, right?
Yeah, it doesn't succeed. Okay. And the big one. Oh, what happens if they succeed with a perfect?
Nothing.
Okay, well, he perfectly succeeds. On the ground there, he doesn't seem to have noticed your spell at all. But the little one does not succeed. So what does that matter? What does it do?
Yeah.
So does he get some damage?
5 points of damage.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
Yep.
And this goes through armor and everything, right? It's the
Yep, it just heart damage.
Another heart attack. Whoa!
So I'm
What a
still getting
coincidence.
each one. But I've put a lot of thought into how I yell stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So this one's just, since this is the Vitner, it's just like.
Okay.
You okay, mate? There's a goblin on me, and you're saying that. What's wrong with you?
Let's see if the goblin falls off you as he is clutching his chest.
Oh. If he falls off, can I kick him like a football?
Yeah, sure. In the area. If you use your agility. Okay, so he's gonna use it. I guess he needed to use his strength, right, to hold on. Or maybe grappling. Yeah. Oh yeah, he has wrestling. Let's use that.
Oh no, I'm gonna get wrestled by a fucking little monkey, goblin, troll. Dog.
He managed
Doesn't
to hold
matter.
on. He managed to hold on.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do anything yet. But then we have 7. And that's the big guy. Yay.
Yay.
So the big
Here we
guy
go.
is going to stand up.
That's 10 points.
Yeah,
Be
use those
grateful.
points, you fuck. I mean, you ugly boy. Oh, this is healthy Christian channel.
As he stands up, he grabs the spit over the fire. And it turns out this is his 2-handed sword that he's been using to roast whatever this is.
Okay, they're not tied to it, guys. Not
Yeah,
at all.
it was pretty much through the creature's ass, like he was like ass raped by the sword, and then put on the fire.
Can't be the girl then.
As he turns around, he kind of notices that this creature is on his sword, and it looks really confused, like, huh? And kind of looks on his sword, like, what the fuck? There's something on it, and then he remembers. And you can all clearly see that as he turns around, you can all clearly see that this creature has a very big nose and big floppy ears. And at
He's
this
a
point,
dog.
You can tell this is a goblin that they're roasting.
Ah,
So we attacked them for no reason.
no, they're still dicks.
Yeah, they yeah. I want to identify the big one, I guess.
You want to identify the big one?
Yeah.
All right, do a raise.
I did it! Something! Woo!
Oh, let's see if I can roll a 1. No. I don't know.
So, the big one, what you can tell, he seems to be a mix between forest troll and king troll. No, great troll and king troll. So he's pretty much the same size as a great troll and looks pretty much the same. You just have some kind of distinguishing king troll features. He's a little bit more muscular, and he doesn't seem
How
much
tall is
smarter
he?
though. He's like 1.5.
How about
times
Jay
the human.
height?
So like he's like maybe a head taller than the tallest of you guys.
Damn,
So
that's pretty tall considering I'm very tall.
Yeah, he's a big dude, big and dumb, pretty much. Right. I haven't read up so much on king trolls. They're quite interesting.
I haven't read on anything.
Yeah, so he's a little bit larger than you would reckon a normal great troll is, and that's pretty much it. He's ugly as hell.
Does he stand? He's standing up. He's grabbed the sword and he's walking towards us.
Indeed. So he stood up.
I just want to point out there's 10 combat points for standing up and 10 combat points for picking something off the ground.
Well, 5 combat points to pick up for him.
Yeah.
So let's see if he's doing anything. Is he doing anything? How many points does he even have left? Does he have any points left?
Oh yeah, he's just gonna do 4 attacks too.
I hope he has 2 left. They can walk forward and get surprised attack.
So he used 15, right? Yeah, he has some points left.
Oh. How many?
He moves over.
Yeah, this is problem.
4,
Problem.
at least.
And he's going to try to attack Bodgeir with his
Oh.
remaining points.
This is going to be a heck of a roll.
No, he misses. He doesn't seem to have much steam left after standing up and grabbing his weapons.
And that's my cue, right?
So that's 7, and then we have 6.
Hey, opportunity attack, right?
That's only if they leave your area of influence.
But
Not
he was
when they get
saving his
into it.
action for this and everything.
He postponed his action, so that means he got a +5 on this initiative. So I hope you added that to your initiative.
No.
No, you said it was the other one, not postpone. You said it was delay.
It was delayed,
Because
but
he's delaying a sneak attack. But
Yeah,
we rolled
but this
initiative afterwards.
is a new round, combat round. The
Okay.
surprise round is also.
he was delaying it from before to do it now.
So then it's a normal round, right?
Right. So what would your initiative be with the +5?
With the +5, it will be 5.
Okay.
But I mean, opportunity attack.
That's
doesn't
only if
matter,
they leave your area of influence.
Okay, then okay, sorry. Okay, gotcha.
So, but it's gonna be your turn next anyway.
Well, I
so
mean,
it's 5.
I've got 5.
So who has the highest dexterity?
I thought it was fighting skill that determined that one.
I changed it.
I have 1 dexterity.
Oh. I have no dexterity.
Okay, so Deke is going first then.
Well, it's Death Sneak Attack of Doom then.
Yeah, go for it.
So automatic hits and then roll twice.
2d10, right? Plus your strength, plus your sneak attack times 2.
So exploding dice on 2-handed weapons, that's 8, 9, 10, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
You're doing a
the fact
sneak
that you
attack.
upgraded to that.
You're doing a sneak attack with a 2-handed weapon.
Yes!
Like you're the sneaky rogue with a big 2-handed sword.
Technically, it'd be like
Right.
just a spear just shoots out from the bush,
I don't
like a
think
trap.
exploding worked, so I'm gonna throw again, right?
You got a 9? Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then second roll, right?
Yeah. Could have rolled
How
all of them at
It's
together.
exploding from 8 to 10. I thought it was exclamation point 8.
I mean, technically, it should be 2d10 exploding 8 plus 4 because you've got 2 strength and
Yeah, you add a plus
sneak attack.
Yeah, the plus sneak attack and plus strength.
I mean, if you're
and
rolling
angle of everything.
another d10.
Plus 2, right?
But you have a broad-bladed 2-handed weapon, right? So it's like 8, 9, 10.
That's it, yeah. But do you know how I roll with 8 to 10 exploding? I thought
You do the exploding, and then it's a greater than, like 7 or less than, or whatever.
I think you
I have
also
it
write 8
in a macro.
-10 as well.
whatever. But then I did 1, so it doesn't matter. And then I add my sneak attack, sneak naval times 2.
But why did you get +2 on 2 times then?
Someone told me roll twice and add your strength twice.
No, it's just you roll 2d10.
Yeah, and
do
then
that
you
one.
only add your strength and your sneak.
You add that
modifier
afterwards.
once.
Okay, so 1, 2 is for strength and 1, 2 is for sneak attack. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 15.
Right. Okay. 15 on the big one.
Ooh,
And
big boy attack.
and he has some armor and stuff, right? Yes, he does.
Of course you do.
I mean,
Oh.
even if it had plate, he's still taking 5 damage.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have plate.
So you kind of you guys see Wig flying out of the bushes, holding his spear and like doing a jumping attack and like stabbing down with his massive spear in this great troll's left shoulder. And it does seem to penetrate the armor and do quite a good chunk of damage. And he's bleeding from his left arm now.
and then I'm gonna use my CP, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I do 2 attack at 9.
Go for it.
I have 18 points. So that's a fail and that's a success.
All right. So not only do you jump out of the bush with your massive spear, you turn around to attack and you miss the first one, but then you kind of flip him up with the butt of the spear. But it doesn't seem to do much damage though. Doesn't seem to do much
And
damage.
that's
at
all for me.
And then it's me.
All right.
And it's a new round. I didn't even get to use my parrying CP. It's
Did
wasted.
everybody do anything?
I have an initiative at -1, so I'm waiting.
Yeah, it's back to me at 5
Right.
because sneak attacks at the start. So. Okay, so I guess and I throw. Actually, he's on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess can I just grab him and just slam him into the floor?
Yeah, you use your wrestling.
Okay, I don't have. specific wrestling, but I can use my 3 points.
Yeah, definitely. I forgot about my sandwiches.
So wrestling, it's like half, right? It's 2 for 1, right?
Yeah.
Or is it just normal? Actually, that's quite expensive. I might just whack him. Can I even whack him? He's on me.
You get a -5.
-5.
Yeah.
-5 points or -5 on all the attacks.
-5 on every attack.
Oh, it's just because he's on me, even not against him. Damn.
Yeah, because he's on your back.
Okay, well then I'm definitely just going to try and get him off. So 13. It's rounded down, isn't it? Oh. It's 6. Ugh.
Let's see here. I mean, I'm looking at grapple here right now. To get free from grapple, I want to check a look at that.
Grapple rules in a role-playing game. This is gonna be over quickly.
Caught in a grapple is unable to use. A person caught in a grapple is unable to use any combat actions except trying to escape. But it's kind of a special situation.
I mean, can he even grapple me? He's so much smaller than me.
Right, he's standing on top of you, so I'm guessing it's not really applying here. But
yeah,
I just want to throw him.
When trying to break free, any modifier from an exceptional strength trait and/or agility skill now alters the final skill value. You have strength.
So to just get him off me, I'm rolling like a D20 for like 10 plus strength and agility.
Okay, for one skill value, costs 3 combat points to get out of grappling, plus your strength.
Okay, so
how many combat points do you have?
I have 12.
Okay, so that means you can get like 4.
So I can get 4 plus 4.
Okay, so that's 8 to get loose.
And you said plus agility, right?
If you have agility, yeah.
I've got 4 in base agility, so that's 12.
Okay.
Still fail, little bastard.
Don't you worry about a thing.
How does this work? How can strength trait and agility skill both alter it, huh? That's kind of overpowered with agility skill.
Let's simplify this for now and check up on the rules more detailed later.
I think we just add strength to that. We don't use agility.
I mean,
anyway,
I'll never get him off otherwise because it's 3 CP per.
All right, so then we have Magne left, right?
Yeah, I'm at -1 initiative tracker.
Okay, Korbli gone already? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Korbli just cast a big spell with the.
Right. So Magne next.
You know the one.
Yeah, as I see Korbli do this, openly casting magic, speaking the words aloud, and I'm just, oh my god, we're doing this, and I hold up the staff.
Right.
That intricately crafted staff, and I take a couple of steps forward. Just 1, 2 over there. Yeah, that's as far as I can go in a round anyway. And I scream, "Cease this fighting now!" And I throw up my arms, bring them together, and slam the staff down into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then push my hand out, and there's a shimmer over my hand as I grasp. And let's see if I can actually get a success.
Yeah, perfect success!
Oh my god!
Is this Vitner?
I mean, you just rolled a D10 though.
Yeah, I mean, I get.
You rolled a D10 again. No.
What happens is I get to add a D10
No.
of 3 levels
You
of power.
rolled a D10, you didn't roll a D20.
What? No!
You did it for your last
Can
roll
we
as
please
well.
say that averages out to a 2 at least?
No.
Please.
I mean, you might roll.
My God.
Come on.
I mean, you
You
rolled
can
the
do it.
D10, man. We let the last one slide.
Success, at least. Okay, yeah. So, still, the big troll, he has to make a constitution skill, a situation value of 3. Add his constitution to that.
Mhm. Value of 3.
Yeah, base value of 3. He gets to add his constitution to that, and he has to roll under that to save from the damage.
He succeeded.
What? You big fat troll.
He got a 2. No.
Yeah.
2. So what happens?
Nothing happens. He's fine.
He kind of
God damn it.
looks towards you as you're shouting something and shining, and like, huh? And then he eats some of the goblin on his two-handed sword. Okay, anticlimactic, but sure. Okay, so that's that round. Next round. So 20 to 15. Someone is rolling well today. -6 and minus. How do you get these minuses?
Well, I get -3 for my hammer, -3 for my shield, and then -1 for my armor. So I'm at -7, but it's only -6.
Actually, probably my guys should get some more minuses too. The thing is, like in the book that I'm following here, I don't know if they add the weapons and stuff to the initiative automatically, or if I need to do it myself. I'm guessing actually now when I'm looking at it, that I might have to add it myself. As he's using a two-handed weapon, he gets a -5, I guess.
So for my spear, it's -4.
Yeah,
Just to give you an idea.
thank you. And the little one is using a dagger. So that's like -1, I think. Okay, now it looks a little bit better. Okay, 20 to 15, nobody. And then 15 to 10. No. 9. Okay, 9 is the little one.
God damn it.
So the little one is going to try to bite you first.
He's gonna try and bite me through armor. Okay.
Yep. Try to bite you in the neck. And he misses, and then he's going to attack you with his. He's gonna stab you with his little dagger. So let's see if he can do that. And he misses with that 1 2. That's good for him. Okay.
Being
8.
on someone isn't actually that useful. Like, it's hard. They're moving about.
Yeah.
It's like on a ship. You get
Exactly.
seasick.
And then we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. What the fuck?
Hey.
Woo.
Okay, we got 3. All right, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue the spell. So they're gonna make saves.
All right, so that's the 20 and then under 6 plus minus constitution. Let's see. Nope. And yes, the little one did not succeed, but the big one did. So
Yeah,
he
8
gets,
damage on the little one, and I'm done. I'm still chanting away.
The little one, he looks super hurt right now, and he's gonna roll to see if he can stay up on there.
Fall off, you fuck.
He fell off.
Yes.
He definitely fell off, and he barely looks like he can move.
I'm gonna end his life. Mark my words.
Are you gonna end his life with his knife?
Whoa, he fell fucking miles. What is this?
No, sorry. I have to get him away from your box.
I'm not like 3 meters tall. That falling off me gave him 3 spaces to go.
All right, so okay, so that's that. That's third, and then 2. Okay, 2 is the big one.
Okay.
So he kind of sees the little one being quite hurt, and he's kind of going into a rage, continue attacking Bodgeir. So let's do that. Let's see how much does he attack with this big motherfucker. Okay. Right. He hits with the first one, and he misses with the second one.
Okay, well, I'll parry I will try and parry, and I will spend. How many points? Hey. Oh,
all
shit,
right.
it's the first thing I parry. Now I have to do damage for my shield.
Alright, so
No.
you're parrying with your shield. You manage to raise your shield, and there's like bits of meat and grease and stuff just splashing all over your shield and over your face as you
How
parry this.
much damage is it going to do to my shield?
He is doing...
Is it going to break a bit? Or is it under the value?
13 damage.
Fuck. Okay, it breaks a little bit.
So if it goes over the PB, you get 1 damage.
So,
it doesn't matter how much damage it does.
And then the stuff that goes over the value, right, would affect me, right?
No. So how it works is if it goes over the PB of the shield, it always only does 1 damage.
Okay.
To the shield.
To the shield.
Yeah, and the rest of the damage doesn't affect me at all.
No, you're still paralyzed.
Nice.
So just your shield is damaged. Okay, so you kind of almost have to take a step back because he's putting so much power into his two-handed sword. And yeah, you're kind of covered in grease and crap now from this goblin, half-cooked goblin that smashed against.
Not going to be able to kill the goblin now. Use too many points. Unless I get lucky.
All right, so that's him, and then we have 1.
Yay, that's me and Mana.
Does Mana have any dexterity?
Magne. -2 in my dexterity.
Oh, then yes, I have 0. Okay, how many points do I even have left? Oh, yes, I have 4 points. Well, sorry, 5 points in my heavy because it's capital, so I get an extra 1. I guess I'll try and hit the little one for 5. Damn it.
Almost. Okay,
Not
Mana.
quite.
Mana.
No.
Polka. You still there?
I can
He's
see the
died.
turning in Polka's mind.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm done. Here we go.
Yeah, it's your turn. No.
I missed.
Sorry.
Like,
What?
I'm okay. So the big troll gets to make another roll again. DC still a base of 3 ± his constitution. Fail, you big fat fucker.
Also, it's the same one as Pixie did.
Yeah.
It's the big one. Yeah.
I mean the same magic. Yeah.
Yeah, the same spell.
Okay, he fails that one.
He fails?
Yeah.
Okay. Time to see if I can do more than just 1 point of damage.
Good luck.
Oh my god, 10!
Is it?
And that's within my reroll range, so I get to roll again.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
16.
That's not with the marine.
Oh.
Yeah, 16 damage. And as he ignored it the first time, I said stop. Again.
So he like clutches his chest, and you can clearly visibly see that his chest is kind of vibrating there, and he seems quite hurt after this. Quite hurt.
I thought you said they can't feel fear. He's so scared of me, he's dying.
The little one can't feel fear. The big one is interesting.
See, that's why. Must be that.
He seemed quite
And
confused.
as I do this, I also look back briefly towards Korbli and give him a knowing look, like, yeah, we're doing this. Like it's all in now.
Yeah, Korbli is just like a screaming.
Before they were all like,
Yeah.
now they're like
Right, going for
a little bit of a difference.
Korbli, you muted yourself. I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything more. But yeah,
that's fine.
I just don't want to sneeze in your ears. It's not very nice.
That's nice of you.
But now it's Vig, right?
Yeah. Big. What's your initiative?
It's -2.
Hide again and
Yeah.
sneak
That's you.
attack.
That's you then.
So it's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't sneak attack again, but I can hit him in the face as he's clutching his heart.
Yeah, he's clutching his heart. You have an opening right now.
I will aim for the head.
Do it.
Right. So I
Breaking
roll
heart.
2 attacks.
Couldn't if I tried.
And fuck! Nothing happens.
You beautifully.
You'd have got
move with
1
your-
if you did it in 1.
You move beautifully with your spear, but you don't manage to hit anything because you were like trying to stab him just as he kind of bent forward to clutch his chest, and you kind of stabs above him.
He was overextending, trying to attack twice.
Right. So that's a new combat round then.
Mm-hmm.
So 20-15. What did you?
Oh, damn. See, you magic users get all this good initiative because it's not too many minuses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after the first spell is done.
True.
Yeah.
15 to 10. 9. So 9 is the little one. The little one looks quite damaged, but being fearless, she just continues attacking. And she's trying to jump up on Bodgeir's shoulders again.
Stop! Let me deflect him like an arrow.
Yeah, you can parry him if you have some parry points.
Parry him. I'm gonna fucking parry the shit out of him.
So it's gonna spend 6 combat points to overcome obstacles, and then he's gonna do an agility roll.
Good damn.
And he failed.
Ah.
He failed to jump up on your shoulder. So
Who told?
like that. She still has some combat points though, so she's gonna try to attack you instead. But she's also very hurt.
Ah.
You get a -7.
Keep saying she, so I'm gonna murder the shit out of this little tiny baby troll. Except it's probably fully grown.
Okay, she has a very small chance to hit you because she looks quite fucked up. She does manage to hit you though. With a 3. That was quite a feat. My metal dice are awesome. So she
I might just let the passive protection.
If the tiny troll is so damaged, how could it possibly succeed?
yeah, it's quite a low chance. She had a 3 to hit left, and she got a 3. So
I'm gonna try and see if the passive protection blocks it.
Okay, sure.
Fucking me, boy! It's too dumb. Just hit the shield.
Is that how much the passive protection is? You have a big shield?
Yeah, because it's a large shield. It's a 6.
So how did we say about the passive protection? Like 1?
So as you roll a just a d20 if you're not going to parry it to see if it happens to block it by being there.
Right.
By being a
But
shield.
I mean, the small shield would be a 1 to 2, and then large, medium 1 to 4.
I mean, a small is 1, 2, a medium is 3, 4, and then a large is 5, 6. I don't know. It's on the sheet. It just says 6.
Yeah.
That's
what
it
that would be
says.
fine, I guess. That's like a...
Come on,
Quite a
don't
high
nerf
chance, though.
shields, man. They're already terrible enough.
It's quite a high chance, though. You still manage, but I would say maybe...
God, you're nerfing shields even more.
I'm gonna
But
nerf
I don't think the passive protection is even valid if you try to block at all.
Yeah, that's me not blocking. That's just...
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in the future, I would say the large shield is 1 to 3. The small one is 1.
You're half in passive protection. God, you're nerfing shields even more. They're even a worse investment.
Now we know that we can just attack other shield users easily.
Right.
But, well, you can. I am just gonna do the same thing either way.
All right. So it managed to hit your shield instead. Luckily. So
They
let's
do
see.
7 damage.
It's doing some damage. Oh, 10 damage.
Okay. My shield is a bit more damaged.
All right. So that's 9, 8, 7.
Yes, me.
Okay.
No, not me. Sorry,
8.
that's Korbli.
8. Woo. So 2 saves.
Oh yeah. And it was under 6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't manage for the little one. And perfect one. Perfect for the big one.
I have not damaged it at once. Oh well, another 5. This is a 5 day.
Okay.
5 on the little one.
5 on the little one. How do you want to do this?
I just wanted to like crawl into a ball and then never actually unfold again.
So the little one tried to jump up on Bodgeir. As it's jumping up in the air and misses, it kind of slashes out with his dagger. It hits your shield, and it almost looks like as the dagger's like bouncing off the shield, he's kind of having a heart attack just in the air, and he is like slams to the ground and lies still there with big open staring eyes, looking at you guys. And he is very much dead. So
I love killing stuff.
And now it's a 4-on-1. Such a fair fight.
Yeah, so one of you should wrestle him. It's apparently very good.
I mean, it's also very expensive, so it's probably not going to happen because we don't have any points in it.
As the little one dies, the big one starts crying and shouts, "Tango!" and kind of reaches out a little bit, and he starts crying and like, okay. So then we have next one in order is 7. And then we have 6, 5, 4.
Me.
All right.
So I'm gonna yell at the big troll, "Surrender, or we will kill you." And I want to give him a chance to like throw down his weapons and whatever, because he looks like he's sad and not like. I want to check. Does he look like he want to continue fighting, or is he gonna stop fighting?
He's crying. It doesn't seem like he wants to continue fighting.
Okay.
Let's see if he's smart enough to understand. What language are you using, by the way?
I'm using rock.
He doesn't understand you. So he's like crying some more. You want to do anything else?
Okay. No, fine. Yeah, I'm. Again, he gets to roll Constitution.
Oh, let's see if he's not attacking. Doesn't look like he's attacking.
He failed.
Fails. Okay.
And roll a d10, not a d20 now.
Hey!
10 plus
And another one.
8
Oh.
plus 9.
Wow, you spent
Come on.
20 points.
Okay, so 28 points of damage.
I feel like that might.
How do you want to do this?
Crying. Just destroy him.
Yeah, I'm just,
50
I'm just
points,
as he's crying in one, his heart stops and he just falls over.
So Bodgeir, do a agility check to see if you can get away from him, or dexterity.
I mean, can I just use strength to see if I can support his weight?
Sure. Yeah, use strength. DC 10.
So what, just-
strength.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Perfect.
Now we get the ones where the combat is over.
yeah.
So you kind of just push him aside as he falls on you. Very much dead. So that's it. You have a little troll, a big troll. They're both dead. Bodgeir and Wig, I need you to do a Constitution save. A value of 7. A Constitution value of 7 plus minus your Constitution modifier.
I'm gonna get poisoned. Fuck,
Fail.
wasted the one.
What about the Vig? So 7 plus minus your Constitution. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's begin with Ryan. Roll a d20, Ryan. 7. Okay.
I feel like this isn't gonna be good.
So Ryan, as the combat kind of dies down and he's in your arms, this big dead troll, you realize he has a disgusting smell about him that you didn't really notice it in the midst of combat, but now after, and you feel really sick. You feel super woozy all of a sudden, and you get -1 on everything you do for the next hour.
So now I'm at -2 on everything.
Vig, you can also roll a d20. Okay. The same with you. The kind of smell and filth of this troll kind of rushes over you, and you feel you kind of get a cold out of it. Like you get sick, like Pixie, pretty much, and you also get a -1 on everything. But for the next day, for the next 24 hours, you're gonna have a cold. Because of the filth and disgusting what do you call it? He's pretty much a plague bearer. Trolls are pretty much plague bearers in this game because they live in such a filthy environment, like they live in dung piles and shit. So they kind of carry sicknesses and diseases, and if you get too close to them, you can have a chance to get sick.
Told you we should have burned them.
So
Sterilized.
yeah, you guys kind of take a few steps back to get away from this disgusting creature, and you feel kind of sick to your stomach.
I'd say loot them, but guess not. Bad idea.
Well, both of you already got sick, so you can't get sick again.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the sword. What kind of sword is that?
All right, so well, it's a sword covered with a goblin carcass right now. It's a two-handed sword, but it's kind of it looks like a normal quality sword actually. Two-handed normal quality sword. It looks like he must have stolen it from somewhere, or found it somewhere, or killed somebody and took it, because it doesn't look like something a troll would have.
All right. I'll remove the goblin and take that, I guess.
Okay.
I'll pick up my knife, which I threw.
Right. Go for it.
I don't want to.
The big troll also have a metal reinforced leather armor on. That looks to be in workable condition. It's quite disgusting though.
That's the armor of my dreams, but it's disgusting.
As you search the troll's body, you find. Let's see. You find 4 pretty big blue stones. They're kind of a little bit smaller than a fist, and they're blue and they look quite shiny.
Oh, shiny.
Hmm.
Shiny means valuable.
4 blue stones. Does anybody have trader?
I have trader.
Of course you do.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's see if you know how much they're worth.
No, that's not a success, even though it says it is, because it's -2.
Right.
Ignore that.
You're not really sure if they're worth anything.
I'm ill.
You also find. Let's see here. You also find 4 copper on the big guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good work.
Let's
do you
leave it.
want to loot the little one?
Good.
At least see if he's got any money on him. Stuff will be.
So
I don't need another knife or whatnot, but
yeah, the little one has a dagger, a CX dagger. It's just a normal quality dagger. It has a tiny leather armor that you could probably fit on your knee or something. And it has, let's see here. It has 1 silver piece, and it also has 59 copper.
damn.
pieces on him. So that's pretty nice. But doesn't really seem to have anything else of real value. Oh, in the camp, lying next to the fire, there's also a hunting bow of normal quality. If anybody want to have that.
I'll take it.
I would like to. Can I have my arrow back?
Let's see if it's broken or not. I give you a 50-50 chance.
On. Hey.
Yeah, I guess it's still
Less than a 5.
Yeah, you can still grab it.
Yeah.
Also in the camp, next to a sleeping roll that seems to be the tiny guy's sleeping roll, is a jar, like a ceramic jar, very crude.
Probably full
jar.
of death, liquid death.
I'm sorry. What did you say? There was some.
There's a jar, ceramic jar, like a crude jar with a lid, and it has like a little rope, like a sinew rope around it to close.
I'm not touching that. Poison me just by being near me.
It might be spices or honey or something.
He lives in poop. I'm gonna... Oh, see one thing. I'm not touching the jar. You guys can touch the jar if you want.
Magne's gonna keep his distance because after what just happened, he's a bit worried about the group's reaction.
Yeah, Korbli is just gonna pretend like nothing happened at all.
Okay.
He wasn't screaming. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna roll a perception roll for myself to determine whether or not I even noticed because I was busy.
Like if you yelled, it's like it would be hearable, like miles away.
Well, I'm sure I heard you shouting, but I'm not. You're shouting.
Right.
I don't know what you do
Bodgeir
when I'm
doesn't
fighting.
really know anything about magic in general, so
I mean,
you shouting.
yeah, you did
behind
something
him.
this time. Thanks for the moral support, mate. God.
Yeah, he
Standing at
probably
the
you
back.
think that you're a little bit scared and is
Yeah.
shouting and crying behind
You're
him.
just shouting.
Shouting and crying in Elven. In
I don't know those languages.
That's even a language. What about Wig? How does Wig react to the magic users using the magic openly?
So he already knows they're magic-y. So
Right.
Yeah, I already know.
he overheard their cart conversation.
Yeah,
and
right.
everything. So, I mean,
I mean, in the both in the Stormlands and in Westmark, magic use are kind of shunned, especially in Westmark where it's supposed to be going against the will of God. Of course, you not being a believer might have a little bit more open mind in that case, but it's kind of up to you guys to decide how you react to this. But your characters will probably react in some way. Of course, this kind of magic is not very open, except for Magne's. The way Magne did it, with the light effects and stuff, you could definitely tell that he was doing some kind of supernatural thing. Korbli, though, did it a little bit by singing, but it was still a little bit more, more difficult to tell. So if you
I
want to
would
react
like
to it, you
to
can.
clap Magne on the shoulder and tell him, "Good job, mate," and look at the elf like sideways, because he's an elf, so I would expect weird stuff from him.
Right. Cool.
See, I'm just trying to determine whether or not I bother taking his armor that I'd have to clean. I don't want to clean his armor. It's filthy. Look at it.
Maybe we'll come across a river and you can just throw it in.
Yeah, but then I'd have to carry his poop armor for ages.
Don't we have a rope? You can drag it behind you.
kind of clean it by road.
Yeah,
Maybe.
then as soon as we find some form of water, we just throw it in and tie it to a tree, and then we'll take it on the way back.
Well, you guys do hear the pouring of a river up ahead. If you look on the map.
Just one thing, I'd like to cut the head of the big guy and take it with me.
Why?
Bring the plague-bearing head. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna carry disease.
Magne's gonna stay far away from the plague bearers.
I'm already sick. Come on.
Yeah, but you can make everyone else sick.
Oh, this is a good combat trick. Just throw the head in first.
Okay, so use an attack roll then to see if you cut it off.
How many CPs?
Whatever you want to put to it.
All of them.
I mean, yeah. Not in combat, you can take as long as you want.
Right. So you managed to cleanly cut his head off with your broad-bladed spear. It kind of rolls off away a little bit, and it's quite disgusting. Still a little bit of blood, like
now the armor's even dirtier.
I would like to stick my spear in the head and hold.
What are you doing, man?
The end of the spear.
Okay, so you kind of stick your spear in the neck of the head, like from below, and the tip of the spear goes through his skull a little bit, and you can kind of see a little bit of white pussy brain matter like go out, and there's like blood and like crap running down your spear right now.
Excellent.
What are you doing? This is evil. This is what evil people do. Who torture their dead enemies.
And then I'll start tracking for the daughter and go on like that.
Well,
I just realized I could have made him into a very useful zombie. Damn it.
Well, you realize as you get closer to the two-handed sword that it's actually not a girl. It's a goblin or something similar to a goblin that he'd been roasting. You were mistaken before.
Oh, right. But I mean, I'm gonna look again at the tracks and then follow the trail that we were following, right?
Yeah, the tracks are walking or going past the campsite up north there, towards the water.
I mean, I guess before you start heading off, I'll bundle it up and his armor up and tie it to a rope.
Okay, sure. You can do that.
We have a head and an armor. We can make a scarecrow.
The armor did get some damage. It got like I think you only hit him once, right? With actual weapons.
Yeah.
So it's
It was like that sneak attack at the beginning that Vig did.
Oh, right.
Because we beat up the little one a lot, but only he took like fucking 30 from magic in one go.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's a metal reinforced leather armor. it usually has a PV of 4 and a BV of 40, but it's going to have a BV of 39 right now.
So it's taken a damage.
Yeah.
Ho-ho.
And it's still...
And it's normal quality, right?
Yeah, normal quality. Still very, very
So
healthy.
I'll have to clean that later. Right.
So
fucking filthy.
what about the jar that you found in the camp?
I'll grab it, I guess, carefully.
It's probably something really good, but
yeah, it's a little bit heavier than you thought it would be when you pick it up.
It's full of pure liquid gold. No?
It's probably full of plague or something.
Who knows?
Fine, I'll open the jar.
What are you doing?
I'll peek inside.
So the jar, it doesn't smell bad in it. It smells like wet and earthy, and there's like a blue mud inside.
It's their blue war mud or whatever.
I think you should put it on your face or in your butt.
What?
Why the last one? I don't.
Why even the face? He's not troll. Don't put troll things on your body.
I guess I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna put it on me, but just keep it.
Maybe it's flammable. Probably not. It's mud.
Yeah.
Yes. So are we done in the camp?
I don't know. Are you?
I think so.
I mean, that was kind of a question to everyone.
Yeah,
we should put out this fire before we leave.
Yeah, and I want to look around for a bit and see if there's anything else.
Okay, so do a check on. I guess that would be perception.
Yeah,
to
sure.
Look through the camp. I don't think there's anything else in this game. Well, you can also use finding and spotting in the shadowing, in the shadow arts.
Not good at that, so I'm keeping. I take the
perception one. Yeah.
So does anybody have the finding and spotting one? Maybe Vig has.
Yes, I do, and I rolled, but I failed. It's 10, so it's basically it's not better than rolling perception.
Right, but you can find a little bit different stuff with the finding and spotting. The perception is just kind of an overview of it, and the finding and spotting is finding like secret stashes and stuff like that.
Okay, so should I roll both?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, so say I rolled finding and spotting, and then I will roll perception.
Hey!
Oh, it worked.
Okay, so Ryan, when you
even injured and sick,
underneath the little forest troll's bedroll, you find another 2 silver. And
here you go.
And you also find
you can take it.
76
Whoever's closest
copper.
to me.
You also find 76 copper on there.
Oh damn!
And that's all you guys find.
A question: could we maybe take a break or something?
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what I was thinking. So if you guys are done with the looting and getting sick, by the way, how did you guys get to the camp to look in it? Polka and Korbli.
We took one leg, and then we pulled the leg forward, and then we took the other leg.
I think he's meaning
I want to say that I circled around the dead plague-bearing troll and like looked around carefully at the things.
Okay, so Magne was going around here, right? But
I mean, it makes sense because he knew what it was.
Another, and he walked right past the plague-bearing, dead, headless troll, right?
No, I haven't gone up to the camp. Okay. I haven't looted.
To be fair, he hasn't looted anything.
That's good for you, man. That's good for you. All right, guys. So let's take a little break. I need to finish my sandwiches and get some coffee. And these guys need to sneeze and blow their noses and stuff. So let's say 5 minutes. So be back here at the 11 past. Bye for now.
Riotminds presents an award-winning role-playing game, Trudvang Chronicles. There are many tales and sagas about Trudvang. Many songs about the fallen heroes. Based on the Norse and Celtic myths and legends, Riotminds present a world of endless adventures. Draw your sword, call upon the gods, weave your magic.
All right, we're back for a little longer break there. We needed our coffee break. And Ryan is gone. There's no Ryan. There's no coffee. There's no water. There's no... Okay, there he is. All right, Ryan, we're back. So you guys just looted a little bit. Somebody cut off the head of the big troll. Big. With his broad spear, and then stabbed his spear through the troll's head. So what happened next? What do you guys do?
I'm going to follow the trail and continue wherever that leads us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking with my spear used as a how do you say that? A crutch, like you use it on the floor with the troll's heads in the air.
Like a
banner.
Like a hiking stick. Or something.
Yeah, when you have a stick and you use it to walk.
Right.
Yeah, walking stick.
Walking stick.
Yeah, basically.
So you have a walking stick, but it's a spear, and on top of the spear is a like leading troll head.
Yep.
So that's nice, and you just kind of walk away towards the little rapid up there in the north. As you can see on the map, there's a little river thingy up there, like a stream. So what do the rest of you guys do?
I'm keeping my distance from the sick people for now. And also because I'm afraid if they are gonna attack me now.
So how far behind Vik are you guys walking?
10,
5, 6
15 meters.
5-6 meters.
10 meters.
That's far.
No, wait. I'm gonna go ahead of him, I think.
He already started walking. He's where he is right now.
Okay, I'm gonna like rush past him once there's an opportunity to.
Right.
Because I wouldn't want to walk in the goo behind him either.
So nobody's gonna question his actions or anything.
Not at this point, no.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna assume he has a plan until like an hour into this.
Ryan, we can't hear you. By the way. Ryan, you're muted, I think.
Yeah, you're muted on the computer.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah,
No.
much better.
There we go. Yeah, I think when I walked away, the cable unplugged.
Oh, really?
So then it like muted it automatically.
So what about you, Ryan? You walk just behind Vig?
But yeah, I'll come up just behind him and ask him why, because now they're all scared to be next to him because he's carrying disease. Also, it's just disgusting.
So Bodgeir goes up behind the Vig and kind of...
Dude, why you got a head on a spike? It's disgusting and sick and gross.
So Fig looks at him and says, "Look, figure this bitch started crying when his spell went down. I guess throwing his heads in the middle of his spells is gonna wreak some havoc, right?
Then put it in a bag or something. I don't know.
You
Don't
want
put
to
it on
sell your bag with that crap?
I put armor in a bag.
Well, I don't want to put that filth in my bag.
Oh, so you'll just have it dripping onto your own hands.
Well, it's not dripping on my own hand.
It's on the top of
at
your
the end of
spear,
a 3
and your
meter
hand is holding the spear. Where do you think it goes?
But
It's
Vig,
not-
I don't understand. Why do you think that it's gonna help to bring the troll's head?
He thinks it's going to scare them, make them cry, like that guy did.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you
Okay, that little
assume
bit-
that
Which-
all trolls know each other?
I mean, they might.
Well, Magne, mate.
I mean, if you
what would happen if I threw the fucking heads of one of your priests right in front of you?
I think I'd be upset and not like you very much.
Yeah, that's it. Well, same goes with trolls, right?
I can see the logic in that.
Have you guys ever fought on the battlefield? Come on. Are you
No,
stupid?
mean,
we haven't.
All I'm saying is, what if we don't want them to attack us straight away?
Oh, well,
He could
I
talk
guess
with the
we-
guys. You seen the ravine? He was talking cave. Well, I mean, he wasn't, but they were understanding him. Apparently they could talk.
if we don't need to fight, I guess I can just dump the heads.
What?
If we do, that might be.
Then just put it in a bag. It's safe in a bag.
Then give me your fucking bag. I'm not gonna soil my bag with that crap.
I don't know if I have another bag.
Take a look in your camping kit. If it's a small one, you can roll under 5 to have a second bag.
Nope. I don't have
By
another
the
one.
way, just for information, I would not let the head drip onto my hand. I mean, it's stupid. It just
I mean, then what? You're holding upside down, smashing his
No.
head to the floor.
at an angle, like 30 degrees angle.
Okay, but it's still going to drip on the stick and then run down the stick.
So exactly what angle are you holding it at?
Like
degrees?
Let's
90?
calculate this, guys. Let's
He's
calculate
like
it.
this.
Math
He's
solves
holding it directly
everything.
in front of him. You said you were doing this, using it as like a cane.
Yeah, but I mean, you can use a cane at a 30 degrees angle, right?
Have you tried using a cane?
Nope. I don't know. I don't use it.
Doing that, they
Anyway,
just slip.
let's just say that Vig is walking in front of you guys, very gingerly holding his cane and as a very specific angle where the dripping head juice doesn't get on his hands.
And then, I mean, if it's just dripping a lot, I can give it a good shake in front of me to drip most of it on the ground and then.
Oh my god.
So as you shake the head, half its brain falls out and splashes on the ground.
Hey.
Well, I'll just try to shake everything that's falling and then walk again.
It seemed like the brain
Mana's
wasn't-
gonna go 20 meters behind.
Yeah.
That's off screen.
And when we get to the brain, he's gonna. This is not
You're- There's no way you can stand on the screen. It's that far away.
Fuck's sake, I know why none of you guys are knights.
I'm not a knight because we don't have knights.
What's the night?
Well, you wouldn't be if there was any in your country.
I mean, who was the one who was hiding in a bush, mate?
That's
say we reach the river soon.
The river
I mean, it's
is
right
up
there.
Yeah, you can just go to the river.
Oh, it's the river right here. Okay.
Well, it's not a river; it's more like a stream.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just. You know what? I'm not gonna touch the water. I don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel safe.
I mean, warlocks. Actually, I'll look at the water and see if it looks clean.
Yeah, it looks like normal water.
Okay. I mean, take a lot of time to clean this armor. We don't really have that right now. Guess I'll just bring it along with me.
How much time do you spend cleaning the armor?
Nah, I'm not going to do it now. It takes too long to do that properly.
We need to save this girl.
There's a girl, and they were cooking a fucking troll. What did they do to a girl? Jesus.
Goblin, actually.
Goblin, sorry.
Hey, you could take pieces
Goblin,
of the goblin
actually.
to throw into the mess when we get to fight the others.
Look, if I need to throw it, I'll throw it, but I probably won't, because it's probably fine.
Right, then let's just fucking go.
Come on, you follow the tracks. That's what you said you were going to do.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the tracks
I-
lead up to the stock crossing the river there, and it seems to continue on the other side. It's quite easy to follow. Do you all go together, or how do you walk?
Well, I go and I guess they follow me. It's like 30 foot.
I mean, I'm already sick, so it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna
I
keep
don't
my
want to get-
distance.
Right. So you guys are walking up a few meters behind them.
They're going to get ambushed.
It's starting to get quite dark. You walk for maybe another hour or so,
I'm not sick.
and now it's getting quite dark, and it's time to camp. So let's do a camper roll to see if you find a nice camp or not.
So that's just perception, right?
No, that's the camping.
Camping. I don't think I have any in it.
I have.
Yeah, go for it. Sunder wilderness, something.
I'll
Survival.
roll my
Oh,
four.
damn it.
Nothing.
Survival and camper.
We're not gonna find nothing, boys. We can't find shit.
What happens if I don't have anything in camper, but I have something in survival?
You roll survival.
You'd go wilderness plus survival, and you'd take it all the way down the tree.
Right. All the way from the basic skill to the speciality. And if you don't have the speciality, you stop at the discipline.
We need a ranger. We need to find a ranger.
You need a lot. You need like a dedicated dim walker. You need a ranger. You need like somebody else to tank.
Oh, so close.
You spend about an hour trying to find a camp, and now it's like super dark, and you kind of give up and just make a camp next to the road. So there's no real shelter or anything except you guys' tents, and but you kind of tuck yourself in behind some bushes, I guess. Do you want to do anything before you go to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Bodgeir.
Bonjour.
Keeping away from Vig, sadly. Just
I'm not
I don't
sick
like
anymore.
that head.
As you approach this Bodgeir, there's a pungent smell surrounding him.
I still stink though.
Like this stinks, especially from his backpack.
Hey, it's in a bag and a rope, remember?
Oh yeah, especially from his bag on the rope. It's really stinky.
That was cool.
And I need you to do a Constitution save.
What? But
you need to roll
I was keeping
under 10. Under 10 plus minus your Constitution. A little bit easier since it's not actually.
Well.
You'll be fine. Oh, you're not fine. You're
Alright,
not fine.
roll another d20.
Come on, just roll a 1. It's fine. See?
Oh.
You're sick for half a second.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
I die. I become a permanent
1's good, right?
plague bearer or
So-
something else awful.
The stench from the troll's armor kind of permeates your clothes, and your clothes now smell permanently very bad.
Oh, great.
Well, until
Hey.
you clean them.
I was sick for a whole hour.
Yeah, you're not sick anymore.
He's sick for a day.
But Vig is sick, yeah. So, yeah, okay, so you cannot overcome the smell, but you still kind of, yeah, irritates you a little bit, I guess, as you go and approach this Bodgeir.
I noticed you were hurt earlier,
A little bit.
and I was wondering if you would mind if I prayed for you. I know it's not your god, that you have your own gods, but
I mean, I'll take all the prayer I can get, my friend.
okay.
Wishful thinking. It's always good.
Okay. And I'll try to pray for him. How much damage did you say you took that you have?
Currently, I'm at minus 12.
What? Minus.
I mean, I have
no,
37.
you mean 12? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So 2, 4 plus 4, 8. Sure. Let's go.
I
with
only need
that.
4 to get me to lightly damaged.
3. Sorry. 4. Shit. Sorry. My brain is doing farts.
Just imagine him trying to work out what prayer is like. Well, it's just a prayer, man.
Like, when did I put
Trying to
this
do
one?
complex maths
Like,
with his prayer.
How did I do this again?
6 and You know what? I'm just gonna make it a straight roll of So see what happens here. Nope. So I'm praying for a while. Nothing seems to happen, and I continue to pray because this was 4 divinity points. I'm trying again.
That's a really low score that you need to roll under, huh?
Yeah, I'm a beginner. 4, 8. That was 8 divinity points spent.
How much time does it take to do it?
3. It takes me 3 minutes for each prayer.
God, that's 9 minutes. That's 10 minutes of prayer.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of twiddling my thumbs.
4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah. So 16 minutes. And after a while, you heal 3 points.
Oh.
3 points. You're welcome.
Yeah, you suddenly
while
feel...
they're messing around, can I put the head on a stick a bit outside of the camp?
Of course, yeah.
Someone might steal it.
Very good.
By the way,
Who gave her a stick who travels on the road?
By the way, who rotated the map?
I did. Because this is the camp. It's not the same place at all, okay? It's a totally different place.
Okay. I see what you mean. Fine. But Vig stays far away.
Yeah, put out your characters how you want to sleep and stuff.
I don't know. Mana's
Far away. So far away.
I'll probably sleep closer to the road. Oh, I click it now. Whoops.
Well, I'm going to put my head on a stick to scare away anything that might come at us, and I'm going to sleep straight in the middle.
Okay, where do you put the stick exactly?
So I mean, I wouldn't put it exactly on the road. Or I mean, who would be traveling on this road?
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's not
Well, yeah, maybe I would.
It's not a proper road. It's a path in the forest.
Trail in the woods.
Okay, then I guess I would put the stick straight in the middle of the road where we came from, and then I would sleep. So, like here, if you can see on roll 20.
A bit further away, please.
Well, whatever, there. And then I would sleep in the middle next to the fire.
It's just in the fire.
What do you think about my head?
That's a very nice head.
It's beautiful.
Like, do you leave the head on its own, or do you leave your spear there as well?
Oh, fuck, no, I keep my spear, but I put it on the stick.
Actually, there's one of these.
Can we get a close-up of that?
We zoom in. It's a head on a sword.
I'll just take a big branch on the ground and stick it in the ground and stick the head on it. It's not going to be very heavy. I mean, it lost all its fluids and its brain matter, right? So it's not going to be that heavy.
There's a better one. Yeah, this one is better.
Oh.
I'm gonna sleep over there. That's good.
Says to anything that's coming at us, go fuck yourself.
I mean, you can sleep there. It's further away. It's a bedroll.
I would sleep like a baby.
Why is everyone so far away? I'm not sick anymore.
It's Vig I'm worried about.
I'm gonna let Vig control this stick. Let's see here. Where's Vig? Here. Okay. Now Vig can move the stick. Yeah, I think you can copy it as well and put it in. There we go. So, okay, and Korbli, you're gonna sleep by yourself there in between some bushes?
Yeah.
Okay, so who takes the first watch?
I mean, I'll take it, sure.
Okay. Second watch?
I'll take it.
Third watch?
Well, I can take it if Polka doesn't want to.
Okay, so
I was
Ryan,
number one.
Ryan, you can start
Here we go.
at D12 to see if you get a random encounter.
D12. What? It's fine.
Nope, nothing happens.
Oh,
You
knowing-
have a very nice and comfortable watch, as does Korbli. What about Magne? No, nothing for Big Head either. It's Magne left with the good luck.
Hey.
Ah, okay.
Highest roll though.
Night.
Ooh, closest.
Uneventful night.
I'm just saying the heads that works.
Yeah, the head definitely
You don't
works.
know that. Coincidence.
Well, I put the head there and nothing attacked. I mean, it's obvious.
I'm gonna heal my 2 points.
Right, don't forget to heal your points and stuff if you got
God, I'm at 30 again.
Amazing.
I think that's my max.
I'm 7 points away from.
So when you set sick for one day, is it after one rest or is it a full day? Am
Full
I
day,
cured or-
full day.
Okay, all right. So I'm still sick.
Yeah, until afternoon this day.
I'm gonna. A question: has it been 2 days now since I got those? Since I was horribly hurt, right?
Yeah.
This is the third day, I think.
Okay. Do I heal some?
You healed once, right? So you need to wait one more day to heal again, I think.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
But then I'll just be praying. I'll just pray a
For
little.
another 21 minutes.
You want to get some healing done? Sure. I mean, you can spend a little bit of time in the morning now to do some stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
You can roll your praying, Polka.
Nope.
Nope.
That's 4.
Yeah. Just continue rolling as much as you want, and then if anybody else want to do something in the
Nope.
meantime.
4, 8.
I mean, I
I'm
suppose
not
we gotta eat,
Ah,
right?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
You guys eat and like pack.
I'll do a cooking roll to see if I can make the food any better.
Sure. Go for it.
Hey.
All right. So you managed to cook something very delicious, and you guys get a +1 on your stuff constitution rolls for the day.
Great.
On
And,
constitution rolls, you get a +1.
I wanna turn towards Vig.
Yeah.
Vig. I know you're not much for the religion and for the faith, but you stink, man. Would you mind if I prayed some for you?
Oh, don't worry. Do your magic.
Okay. And I'm gonna be, and that was 3, so that's 12. And I have, at least 3, 6. Yeah, I have 2 attempts more to see if I get anything. But this is another prayer that I'm gonna be praying for Vig. It's a prayer that actually removes sickness.
Okay.
So what was your first success for?
That was for my first 3 rolls were for healing Bodgeir. 3 points he healed.
I had 3
on top
points.
on top of the 2 he now healed during the night or whatever.
I'm 4 away.
Yes. So Viggy, nothing there. Just no. So nothing happens. Probably because he can't really accept. Probably because he's just not accepting the blessing. Whatever.
Or maybe your god doesn't exist. Who knows?
All right.
Anyway.
Anybody else want to do anything specific in the?
I will grab my head.
Okay, you could have your head.
I will put it on my spear and I will walk again and be happy.
Okay, Korbli, what about you?
I'm gonna walk in a distance.
How
Just
far?
be on a distance from everyone else because that stick is fucking disgusting.
How far?
I mean, I've already been sick, so I'm fine.
And I'm gonna keep away from the stick as well.
I mean, you got sick already, and you overcame it with your strong sense of luck.
But this time I don't think I'm gonna walk behind. I'm gonna walk like on the side. It's like 7 meters away.
Well, one thing's for sure, this stick seems to be working for you guys. I expect it will be very effective against trolls.
Hey, I'm fine.
Anyway, I'm guessing Korbli is kind of staying away a little bit. The rain has picked up a little bit this day.
Oh no.
And it's kind of pounding down quite a lot.
That is too good.
It's quite difficult to see the tracks, though you already had them like in your sight when you went to bed. So you get a ±0 on the tracking roll. So please make some tracking rolls.
Let's see.
Doesn't bode well.
I got nothing.
There's tracker.
What about Korbli? Is Korbli
Yeah,
any good at track?
I failed too.
Oh god. Then that means
We're lost.
So, I mean,
no. There's still one more thing. Magne's gonna pretend to look around because when the other people report that they are losing the tracks, Magne's gonna pull out one of those drops of blood.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I'm gonna cast the little spell. The little spell.
Let's hope this doesn't blow up and kill us all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, and it's a first level spell, so it is 18 minus 2, 16 becomes 17. Sorry, there we go. And it has a duration of 1 hour. Increase the duration by 12 hours. That sounds like a good thing. So 8 costs me 8 Vitner points, plus 2 for that thing also. So 10 Vitner points overall. That sounds a good price. As long as this actually works, of course.
Yeah, roll for
So
it.
10, 18, 16, 17. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, you're pretty good at magic at least, huh?
Yeah, I'm very good at magic when I'm not being very, very hurt.
Right.
So yes.
So how does it work? So what do you do?
Yeah. So when I notice that the tracks are gone or whatever, I'm gonna just reach into my pouch, pull out that I think we picked up leaves of the blood or whatever, but I've been keeping them secure in a little pouch or whatever. I'm gonna take out one of those. I'm gonna hold it in my hand and face away from the other ones. Close my eyes and just concentrate for a while, for a little. I think the casting time is the basic casting time is 2 action rounds. So for 4 action rounds, a half a minute, I just stand and concentrate, and then I open my eyes, and only if someone were looking me in the face in that exact moment would they see a tiny spark in my eyes, which then disappears just as quickly.
So how does it manifest to your eyes now? This tracking spell.
Huh?
How does the tracking spell manifest to yourself? Like, is it like, can you see tracks on the ground, or do you see like a arrow pointing the way they're going, or something?
So the tracks light up with a reddish glow that only the enchanted person can see. If the creature being tracked crosses a body of water at some point or travels in a manner that does not leave tracks, such as by jumping over a ravine, swimming, or riding a horse, then small pieces of Vitner light up to will collect in the water or in the air to indicate the direction. Like so, it's a tracking spell. Like,
Right.
and as I turn around and I look for those footsteps, do I see any footsteps here?
Yeah, definitely. They're going down the path that you've been following.
Okay.
Even
Hey guys, I think I found, and then I'm gonna pretend like I'm actually know anything about tracking, and I'm like, hey guys, I think I found the tracks. They're right here, and I'm gonna point the way.
So Vig goes to him and claps him on the shoulder and says, "Good job, mates."
And Korbli was about to also congratulate him, but when Wig shows up, he's gonna take back off.
Good choice. I'm
And
gonna have you keep track of that, Pixie. If you get inside of 2 meters, I'm gonna have you roll your Constitution. Okay, so you guys follow the path, even in the rain. Magne seems to know where he's going. You kind of follow him on blind faith. In the middle of the day, Magne, you see there's a main path, and then there's like a smaller trail going to the right. And you see that the footsteps that you've been following are turning to the right. And then they seem to be coming back and then going straight.
I'm gonna follow those tracks the way that they came to the right, because I just had that with the smaller way.
Yeah, the trail.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna follow that and check where they went.
Okay, so you in the rain, the pounding rain, you kind of pushes the branches aside and you go down the little trail. Do the rest of you follow?
Yes.
All right.
I'll follow our mighty tracker.
Okay, so you go a little bit in there, for 5, 6, 7 meters, and as you go around a big tree, this horrible stench comes upon you, and I want you to do a psyche situation roll with a DC of 10 plus minus psyche.
Well, I'm not horrible at psyche, so.
Korbli doesn't have to do it because he's so far behind, but Big has to do it as well.
I actually missed my roll, so it's correct because I have 12.
All of you fail. So Magne, Bodgeir, and Big.
No, it's a success in my case.
No, he did it. He went down when he should have gone up.
Yeah, I messed it up. It should have been under 12 because I have 2 psyche.
Oh, but you. Okay.
So it's a success because that should have been 12. So.
Okay. So Magne and Big, you kind of walk a little bit behind Bodgeir and Magne, but you see them kind of turn around this massive trunk of a tree, and they just puke their guts out on the ground. It seems like the troll that you've been following had to relieve himself at some point, and took a path off the track here and took a big dump behind the tree, and he didn't eat anything nice that day.
Oh, great.
So there's a big pile of dung, and there's flies buzzing around, and you guys could not avoid vomiting at this point.
Well, I knew you were pussies, but come on, this is just dung.
And Magne's gonna just hobble away.
By the way, if you didn't remove your rations for the day, I guess Magne and Bodgeir needs to eat another ration for this day.
Yeah, exactly. I have to
so
eat
you can
ration.
remove 1 extra ration for Bodgeir and Magne.
Oh man!
Just to show that you kind of puked up your breakfast.
Okay. Interesting.
So that's pretty much what you find around the tree there. Big pile of shit.
Yep.
Good work.
Hey, what's up ahead? Why are you all puking?
He shrugs and says, "Bah, big pile of dung."
That's horrible. And Mana's going to lead them along with the path.
Right, so the tracks lead back the same way you came, back on the main path again, and continues forward. Later during the day, the rain is still going strong, been getting colder as well. Almost a little bit of a hail going down. And you really huddle together and try to keep your warmth. As the day goes towards midday, you hear a sound coming from up ahead. Do a perception check with the DC 10 to see if you understand what it is. Okay.
Nope.
I perceive.
Okay, so Ryan, you definitely recognize this sound. This is the sound of metal against stone. Some kind of work is going on up there, and it's probably somebody picking off some stone off a wall. And this area has been turning into a little bit of a more mountainous area. It's a little bit like at the ravine, some smaller mountains, still covered by the forest, but definitely some mountains up ahead. And you hear picks against stone and some hearty laughs and talking from up ahead.
Is it in a language I understand?
Do you understand Futark?
I only know rock.
Okay, so if anybody understands Futark, you can understand what you're saying. So some creatures are speaking Futark and using picks against stone up ahead, and that's where we end today's session. I think because it's almost 4.
Yeah.
And
I'm about to collapse, so that's good.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell, Pixie. Are you feeling worse?
Yeah, my voice is worse, and I'm tired now. But I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's end the session here for today. Session 4. Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
You almost caught up with group 1, huh? So let's go through some feedback and stuff and some thoughts before we finish.
I feel horrible about how we're treating Biggie, but yeah. We don't have anything personal against you. It's just
I mean, I don't know.
Stick.
I don't find it disgusting. I find it weird why he would do it.
I mean,
mine's more personal rather than disgusting. What's wrong with you?
I mean, Biggie is a rogue, right? So maybe he doesn't really have the same kind of moral standard as other people. Or how were you thinking there, Loki?
He's not a rogue. He's an opportunist.
Exactly. Well, I don't assume I have any morals. So, I mean, I just have an idea. I do it, you know? I'm not very smart either.
Right.
So, I mean, I just thought cut heads, that's great against enemies, right? That's what barbarians do. So I guess trolls would understand that kind of language. I cut the head of your friends and you don't mess with me, basically.
Right.
That's all there is to it. It's nothing more
complicated. You're going to throw it from the bush?
It's going to be interesting to see if you can find some use for this head.
Well, I hope I will.
It's probably just going to get us in a fight.
I once in a game I just picked up a dead rat for no reason, and then you solved so many problems. So you never know.
And so far we have 2 problem makers here. Like we have the head, and then we have the disgusting suit of armor that Bodgeir is like dragging behind him on a string.
It's in a bag.
You know,
okay.
On a bag,
I'll clean it once there's time.
So how far away is Korbli from the group?
Like Korbli is used to living in the wilderness on his own, so he's like just stomping.
He said he was to the side.
Yeah, so 5 meters
rather
to the
than
side.
behind.
Okay. So that's good then. So what about the session? What did you guys think? Let's begin with Polka.
think that at the combat, the place where we had to pause and start checking for all of the things with grappling rules, feels like we should probably check up on that before session, and instead of rechecking and reading the book every time we want to do something new and unique, I think I would appreciate it if you as a GM would just make a house rule for the moment and then check up on it closer afterwards.
Sure.
That would be my recommendation, at least. And that's everything as far as critique or such feedback goes. Otherwise, I found it very interesting. It was fun actually getting some
Your spells went better
spells.
Yeah,
because you're no longer injured as fuck.
Yeah,
right, because you kind of got knocked out the first thing that happened last time, right?
Yeah,
I finally got to shine a little bit, and I really like the way you describe your spells, and it kind of makes my job easier, at least, I think.
I love describing spells. It's I love magic.
And I always ask you guys like how it manifests itself, right? Because I think that's a really big part of magic. Kind of the setting and putting up getting it into the mood and stuff. So that's great. Okay, is that all Polka?
I found it interesting the part where Loki keeps like hinting at like yeah, sure, use your magic, just and like I don't know if that that is Vig trying to be supportive of Mana's like magic Vitner weaving, or like but it's making Mana nervous that he's talking in that way, and so I personally find that very fun to roleplay.
Do you want me to tell you whether that's support or not, or do you want me to keep it secret?
Keep it a secret. I mean, Mana doesn't know if Vig knows. After this big battle with Korbli screaming enchantments and Mana doing all of that, it's Mana's like wait, so nobody's attacking me and jumping me? Like the Vig and Bodgeir aren't attacking me, even though I use magic in the open right now? Like, did they just not notice? So what the hell?
That's me.
Happened?
Also, don't understand. So it's hard to notice.
Yeah,
but who knows about him?
But that's all I have to say.
All right, cool. What about Pixie?
Yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed the goblins and that interaction. That was hilarious, and I think you did a good job there.
Good thing I didn't throw the torch.
I was very afraid it was like giant bats or the trolls were going to ambush us, but yeah, it went well.
That's a very fun little side thing, and some different things can happen there depending on what you do. Like the first group, we also had a lot of fun with the first group there, and none of them could speak Bastiumal or do magic to speak Bastiumal. But one of them could, two of them could actually speak Futhark, and the goblins have quite a lot of interactions with the dwarves because they love to mine and live underground just like the dwarves. So like I kind of in the moment decided that the main goblin could speak a little bit of Futhark.
Okay.
Did my connections?
What happened there?
It's my connection, I think.
Oh God.
Oh wow! I played it all at once.
There was a big
my connection froze a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, and then we got your everything you were saying like compromised in half a second.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so I just said the first group had an interesting encounter as well. They couldn't speak Bastiumal, but one of them could speak Futhark, the dwarven language. And the goblins do have a lot of interaction with the dwarves because they live underground in tunnels and they mine, and that's kind of why they have a little bit nicer gear as well, because they kind of are craftsmen. just like the dwarves, but just a little bit stupider. So he could, like the main goblin, he could speak a little bit of Futhark, like a broken Futhark, and they kind of had a hilarious conversation with a lot of gestures about big noses and stuff. and they actually picked up the beads that the Magne found in the dung pile. They actually brought them with them, so they traded those for some information. So that was quite interesting. But the food was smart. All creatures love food.
Good old food.
Yeah. All right. What about Riotn?
Yeah. Went well. Did an amount of damage this time rather than just everything getting blocked. Blocked something.
Yeah.
That's a first. Actually managed to deflect an attack. And then you talked about nerfing shields.
I haven't decided yet, but I felt like a 6, even on a big shield, is quite a lot. I mean, sure, the shield is quite big and it covers. Maybe we can do that. I mean, if it's in front of you and you're holding your shield, that would make sense. But if they're attacking you from behind and you're holding your shield, you wouldn't get that at all. Or like if you have your shield on your back and they're attacking you from the back, then you could get it, but not from the front. And kind of.
I mean, technically, I have 2 shields.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I will figure something out. I will look over that document. I haven't checked it out so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to do something with passive protection at least, because that makes kind of sense, I think. Okay. Anything else, Ryan?
I made some good food.
Oh yeah.
That's all nice.
Yeah, remember that the next time that you get a +1 on Constitution rolls for this day.
Mm-hmm.
Did you use the Constitution +1 when you puked?
Well, you said it was a psych roll.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, sorry. Sorry for you.
It's all right.
So actually, you don't get the +1 anymore because you puked it out.
Oh. Robbed.
Yeah, both you and Magne. So that's cool. All right. What about Loki?
Well, I got my head on a stick, so I'm fairly happy. I'm quite surprised at how different we seem to be thinking in terms of. I mean, that doesn't seem that far of a stretch for me, but it seems to have shocked you guys, which makes for great interactions.
Right.
So that's funny.
I think a big part of that was also the fact that it's a plague-bearing's head. But yeah.
But I mean, is this something magic or anything? Because I don't know anything about that, and I wouldn't think that my character would know either, right? I mean, if that was a human, would it be different for you guys?
You of course you do smell it. You do smell it, and you did feel sick when you got close to it, so you would like get that,
Oh, I mean, if it was a dog, like we were attacked by dog people, and I just grabbed the head and put it on a stick to scare the dog people, would your reaction be any different?
No,
probably less severe because it's not disease carrying, but it's still cutting the head off something and carrying around. What are you doing?
I mean, of course, this is the dark middle-aged type of world where putting up heads on spikes to warn off people, like that's pretty normal. I think that's
what I expect, right?
Pretty. I mean, it implies that
I
you're
don't know
fairly
how civilized Westmark is, but here in the Stormlands,
yeah,
we're civilized farmers. Thank you very much.
Right. Sure. Anything else, Loki?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of angry that we hit nothing all the time, but otherwise, no, it was quite funny. Also great.
I mean, you got to stop halving your rolls.
Well, I'm trying to hit several times to have more damage, but I mean, I guess I will just stop doing that.
As always,
it's the
balance.
It's the trade-off between definitely probably going to hit and maybe a ton of hits.
Right.
I mean, I should hit one every 2 attacks since it's a 9, but it doesn't happen like that for some reason.
Right.
I mean, it will average out over a while, but like the thing is, humans really underestimate the length of you can get the same thing in a row. Like, maybe 3 or 4 times in a row. I mean, you can get it 9 or 10 times in a row, often, but
Yeah,
And
that's right.
So it's, who knows?
It's not easy.
Probability, man.
Yeah.
We're not very good at it.
All right, guys.
That's why I make charts.
It's past 4 now, then, huh? So if there's nothing else, let's finish the session for today. Good luck, everyone. And thank you. If somebody was watching this, I didn't really make any. I usually post on Facebook and stuff before we start, but I didn't do that this time. So I think we got a little bit less people watching for once. But yeah, if you watch this or if you watch it on YouTube, I'm happy. Thank you for watching. Like always, you can follow the Twitch stream underneath. Also, subscribe on YouTube if you're there. If you want to give us a tip, you can do that. You can give us a tip through PayPal or through Swish, the Swedish program Swish. You can find everything down there as well, especially on Twitch. And welcome next time. And in about an hour, we're going to have group 1. So, nice having you. Bye-bye.